In Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Jacksonville. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. On first down, Trubisky. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On second down, here's Bortles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On third and long, it's Bortles. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for 5. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Trubisky will throw, eluding the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Flush to his right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. Fournette, a first down carry. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Hey, hold it, hold it, hold it.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Here we go. Hank.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here we go. Lucy.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
He'll get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Omaha. Hey, switch.
Here's Fournette. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And they might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, Went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He completes it right side to White. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Allow me to sidestep for a second after the incompletion, CD. Let's talk about the rookie quarterbacks, because just last week we were talking about them going 0-4. But this past weekend, 4-0 for the rookie QBs.
Remember that seesaw we used to jump on when we were kids? You're up. You're down. Well, this week, they are way up. Sam Darnold and the Jets take out the Broncos. Baker Mayfield and his Browns in overtime. The fierce Ravens pass rush is foiled. And how about Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking the measure of the Tennessee Titans, who are off to a 3-1 start? And Josh Rosen, his 2nd start in the NFL, he takes out the 49ers with help from his Cardinals teammates. That's the first time in the Super Bowl era that we've had rookie quarterbacks go 4-0 on a weekend. And somewhere in Baltimore, Lamar Jackson's wanting to know when he's going to get his opportunity.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Sunday. Lucy.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's Trubisky. Throw left side, complete. That's Burton. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On third down, Trubisky finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Bortles to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Lucy.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Spins by and complete to Moncrief over the middle. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, 5-0.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, let's go. Trips left, trips left. Hey. We got three down.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Bortles in the offense remains put on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th.
76.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Bears will get the football back. While we have a second on that incompletion, we got to talk about Linval Joseph. 64-yard interception return for a touchdown, and then you saw him on the sideline with the glasses and the oxygen mask after.
Yeah, when you're talking about lugging not just a football, but probably about 350 pounds down the sideline and scoring. But how about the contrast? Marcus May, the defensive back for the New York Jets, he gets a pick in the end zone, brings it all the way back, I believe it's the last play of the game. And Cortland Sutton, the rookie out of SMU for Denver, knocks him out of bounds before he can score. 104 yards and no touchdown. Linval Joseph at least got the touchdown to earn the oxygen and the shade.
Well, when he was going down the field, he was in Philly. I was in Atlanta. My couch was shaking. No question. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Dante Fowler coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
18.
Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
380. Punch right.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Here we go.
Back now in Jacksonville.
Hey, 5-0. Sunday. 77.
The pitch to Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Leonard Fournette. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They still can't get it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Doug Marrone has made the call. His guys are going for it. They'll come out in the pistol. Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. 18. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Gotta go. Lock in.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears 1st down.
I'm starting to wonder here. Are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Telvin Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive.
180. Hey, 18. Red, up.
He's back to throw. Just keeping the play alive. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
That false start costly. Moves him back to the 9 now, first and goal.
180. Red, up. Hey, 18. Red, up. Move.
One last shot for Trubisky. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout, but still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
76.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Here we go.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 41.
Lucy. 380. 76. 11.
To throw is Bortles. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
372.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Nick Kwiatkowski in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Set. 380. 11B, 11B. Move. Check three.
To throw, it's Bortles. The open man is Shark. It's complete. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Well, when they kept the offense on the field, you saw the face I made looking at you like, what are they doing? How did they do that?
Yeah, that's almost a miracle, isn't it? Because the two of us have talked to play callers, and every time we talk to them about going for it on fourth and long, they give us that same look you just gave me. And they always say, I don't have that call on my play sheet, Haas. We just don't have that one. Well, apparently he did, and they got it.
And in overtime, wow. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Set. 380. Set.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
7 seconds. Green 80. Green 80. Green 6.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. He's going to get him running right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game. where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.